we are now going to do another very important topic. We just saw nouns. Next we are going to see pronouns. You may wonder what a pronoun is. As the name itself suggests, it stands instead of a noun. Pronoun stands instead of a noun. Okay, that is why it's called pronoun. Okay, now you may wonder why when we have a noun, why should we have a pronoun? For example, if I say, Somu went to the market and he bought some vegetables. They were fresh. Okay, Somu went to the market, he bought some vegetables, they were fresh. 3 sentences I've just spoken. Somu went to the market. He bought some vegetables. Now, the word he stands instead of Somu. I can't be telling Somu went to the market, Somu bought some vegetables, the vegetables were fresh. Instead, I am using he instead of Somu. They were fresh. What does they denote? It denotes the vegetables. So, if you see, it avoids a lot of clutter and it gives a very neat, neat paragraph. Somu went to the market, he bought some vegetables, they were very fresh. So, now we get the gist of it. Instead, Somu, 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 repeating the noun again and again will make it sound very inappropriate. If we have a pronoun, it stands instead of the noun. Even vegetables, he bought some vegetables. Now, what did he buy? He bought some vegetables. They were fresh. So, they talks about the vegetables. So, if I keep repeating the vegetables were fresh, the vegetables were costly, the vegetables were like this, they were kept on the shelf. Instead, they were, I can use the pronoun. Okay, so now, is it clear? A pronoun is a word which stands instead of a noun. It substitutes a noun. It is a substituting word. Okay, now I am going to tell you the pronouns are of, pronoun substituting words. It stands instead of a noun. Pronoun is a substituting word. It stands instead of a noun. Now, we have 3 different persons in a pronoun. That is the first person, the second person and the third person. Okay? I told you already it stands instead of a noun. When I say, I am speaking to you just now. I is a pronoun and it talks about myself. Okay? Me. So, let me give it to you in a tabular form. Person, so first is the person, person or subject. And the second is the object. second is the object. Third is the possessive. Possessive pronoun. This is possessive case adjectives, used as the adjectives. Okay, so person, we are just going to have here first person. I and we. I and we. When we talk about myself or ourself, it is first person singular. First person singular, and ourself, it is first person plural. When you talk about a person right in front of you, that is you now, okay? Have you understood what I said? When I talk to a single person also, it is you. When I talk to a class of students also, it is you. You students. If I say, it is plural. So for both singular and plural, we use you. For second person. Is that clear? And third person, singular is he, she, it. And plural is they. Okay? Now listen carefully. I is singular in first person. We is plural in first person. You is both singular and plural in second person. And third person, we are talking about somebody not in the scene. That is somebody out there on the road, or somebody who is in the next house. Okay? He, she, it, they are singular, and they is plural. Okay? Now, I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are the pronouns that we are going to learn further on. We are going to develop on these pronouns. Okay, now let's see these person or subject. These pronouns are used as the subject. They can also be used as the object in a sentence. I will be giving you examples here. So, I will become me. We will become us. You will become you, him, her, it, and they. So this is the object. I will tell you how it is used as the object. Now, if you see, it can be the possessive adjectives also. Possessive adjectives. I, me, my, ours, I, me, our. Okay, I, me, our, your, his, her, it, their. Is, her, there. Okay. Now the next is the possessive pronouns. Mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, and theirs. Next, what I am going to teach you is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun is talking about oneself, okay. My, I, me, my, mine, myself. I myself spoke it. Okay, we, us, our, ours, ourselves. Ourselves. It's plural, isn't it? So, you, your, yours, yourselves. He, him, his, himself. Same way, herself, itself, their selves. Okay, now just quickly we'll read the tabular column and I'm going to give you sentences. This I is a person, first person, singular, plural, all that. This is a person, okay. First person, second person, third person. And these persons here, these pronouns here are used as a subject in a sentence. Okay, it will always be used as a subject. They will not be used as the object. I will teach you how to use this. Next, these words are also pronouns and they will always be used as the object. Okay? Me, us, you, him, her, it, they. Next, the possessive case, these are used as the adjectives. My, our, your, his, her, its, their. These are used as the adjectives. These pronouns are used, they do the duty of an adjective. And possessive pronoun, mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, and theirs. This is a possessive case, okay, possessive pronouns. Then we have the reflexive pronouns, I, myself, you, we, ourselves, you, yourselves, yourself. That is singular, it will be self, and plural, it will be selves. His, he, him, his, himself. He himself spoke it. Okay, he himself took the box. She, herself. She, her, hers, herself. It, its, itself. They, their, theirs, themselves. Themselves. Sorry. They, themselves. Okay? Is that clear now? Shall we go ahead with the sentences? Example. I'll give you a first example. I, myself, planted the tree. Planted the tree. It is mine. They themselves accepted their fault. They themselves accepted their fault. Next one. You yourself have to work out the sum. He himself brought the book to her. Here we have a lot of pronouns. Shall we first underline the pronouns and see the usage of it? See, we have here subject, object, possessive case adjectives, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns. Now you have, I've given you 4 sentences. Each sentence you have so many pronouns. Okay, now I is the subject. About whom are we speaking in this sentence? I myself planted the tree. Now about whom are we talking? I. Okay, so I is the subject. I myself. Now if you see I, you are using the reflexive pronoun myself. The reflexive pronoun should agree with the subject always. Okay. So I, you can't say I herself or I yourself. It should agree with the subject pronoun. Okay. I myself planted the tree. It is mine. So in a sentence we found 4 pronouns. It is mine. It is the third person singular. It is mine. Mine is a possessive pronoun. Mine. So I, myself, it and mine are all pronouns. Is that clear now? They all stand instead of like I, the teacher. Myself, it denotes the tree. It's standing instead of the noun. Here I stands instead of the noun, that is me. Mine. Mine is a possessive pronoun. So is that clear now about the pronouns? We'll go on to the next sentence. They themselves accepted their fault. If you see here, they themselves accepted their fault. See, there is used as an adjective. It describes the fault. Adjective is a word which describes or qualifies a noun. Fault is a noun and their fault, that is, it qualifies the noun. So it is used as an adjective here. It is a pronoun, but it is used as an adjective. Is that clear now? They themselves. Again, you cannot write they ourselves or they myself. They themselves accepted their fault. Is that clear now? So we have 3 pronouns in this sentence. Next one. You yourself have to work out the sum. Now if I use you as a singular, I write yourself. If I write, see, you as a singular, I write it as yourself. And if I use you as a plural, then I can use it as yourselves. So now let's presume that this you is singular. You yourself have to work out the sum. So you yourself. These 2 are, one is a subject about whom we are talking, you, Yourself is a reflective pronoun. Is that clear? Next one. He himself brought the book to her. Now, he is a third person singular, and what is a reflexive pronoun for he? Himself. So, he himself brought the book to her. This is the object. Now, I just have to explain how it becomes the object. Now, let's look at the object. Me, us, you, him, her, it, they. Object is a word when you ask the question what or whom to the verb in a sentence, the answer that you get will be the object. Okay, do we have any object here? No. Do we have any object here? No. We have an object only here, isn't it? He brought the book to her. To whom did he bring the book? To her. So, this is the object. It is used as the object. So, this is the subject, this is a reflexive pronoun, and this is the object. From the beginning, we will check I is a subject, myself is a reflexive pronoun, and it is a, this is a first person singular pronoun, and it is a third person singular pronoun, and mine is a possessive pronoun. It comes for I. Next one, they is the third person plural pronoun. It is the subject, it is used as a subject, and themselves is the reflective pronoun. There is the possessive case adjective because it qualifies the fault, the noun fault. Next, you is a second person singular, yourself is a reflexive pronoun, and then the fourth one, he is the third person singular, himself is a reflexive pronoun, and her is the third person singular. It is used here as the object. I am sure you won't have any doubt whatsoever with this chapter, pronoun. Is everything clear? Is everything clear? Quickly, we will have a recap. Pronoun is a substituting word. It stands instead of a noun. We have three different persons, the first person, second person, and the third person, and these pronouns are always used as a subject in a sentence. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And these pronouns can be used as an object in a sentence in this form. It can be used as the object in this form. I as me, we as us, you as you, he as him, she as her, and it as it, and they as they. Now, these pronouns can be used in the possessive case, and they do the work of an adjective like my, our, your, his, her, its, their. Okay, these are the possessive case which is being used as the adjectives. Next one, possessive pronoun are these mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, and theirs. And reflexive pronouns is I, myself, we, ourselves, you, yourself, you, yourselves, because you stands both for singular and plural, and then he, himself, she, herself, it, itself, they, themselves. Okay? Now, you are sure of this, and we will move on to the next topic.